Peace, diehards. Welcome to another episode of the DiehardKnicks Podcast. We're going to try something different today. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, we got NBA mock draft. We're going to do an NBA mock draft. And today I brought some help. I got some guys that I worked with before. We got Apollo Reed from the DiehardKnicks Podcast and Aiden Donahue from the Knicks Community Podcast. I'm going to pull them in now so these guys can introduce themselves. What's up, fellas? How's everything?
What's going on, man?
Going
How you doing? I'm good.
all
Cool,
good.
cool. All right, so from the right of me, we're just gonna introduce the person to the right of me. We got Apollo Reed. What's up, guy?
What's going on, man? I'm Apollo Reed, as he said. I'm here representing the DiehardKnicks Podcast on behalf of my co-hosts Andre Jalil and Victor Ruler. What's going on? How y'all doing?
Yeah, man, dope podcast, man. We work together. All three of us work together at least once or twice, man. So it's good to see you again, man. All right, we got yeah, no doubt. My guy at the bottom, we got Aiden Donahue. That's the Knicks Community Podcast. Say what's up, man.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I'm back on Eber's podcast. Check me out on Knicks Community. And yeah.
Yeah, we ready to go, man.
Yeah,
That's the boy wonder right there. That's Aiden Donahue. He's a young guy, man, but he knows his Knicks stuff, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, enough
Thanks.
respect to him.
Big
All right,
dude,
so
man.
yeah. All right, so we're gonna start it off like this. We're gonna randomize it because we didn't come up with any draft order, but we're just gonna do it live right here. So this is real bootleg, kind of low budget kind of, but that's what podcasts are. So this is what we're gonna do.
Works for me.
All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna do randomize it. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Knicks Community goes first. I go second, and then guard up. You go last.
Favorite number's 3, man.
All right. Everybody's okay with that?
Yep.
No beef. There's no beef. No cheating. No cheating.
Anybody want to make some trades for the first pick?
I'm always down
Yeah,
to make
man.
a trade, man.
Yeah, some of these guys, man, they want to trade trade this guy, and that guy for this pick, and that pick. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
All right, man. So let me pull this up real quick. This is gonna be the draft board. So right now, Apollo, you'll be drafting for Minnesota. So we could just get it popping, man. Minnesota, you are on the clock.
Okay.
Oh wait! I forgot the thing. There you go, man. Go ahead.
All right, man. All right. Well, representing Minnesota, I'm going to go ahead and select Anthony Edwards. I think that's a great fit. They already have at the point guard. They got D'Angelo Russell and they got Karl Anthony Towns at the center. They definitely need a scoring wing. You know what I'm saying? They don't really have much scoring there besides for those two. And I think it's a good fit. I think they can grow. You know what I'm saying? In terms of maturity, they all around the same in terms of maturity anyway. But I think they can really gel together over time.
Yeah, I think that's like the consensus pick. I think Aiden feels the same way, right?
I do. I'm a little upset because I was hoping I would get a chance to pick Anthony Edwards, but no, he probably will go number one on hopefully he's probably number one on everybody's draft board. So no shocker.
Not a shock at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna shock everybody because most people on the East Coast don't like this pick. So Golden State is on the clock, and I'm gonna drop my pick on you right now. How many times I'm gonna do that, man? But I mean, for the second pick, Golden State, I'm gonna give you Denny Avdija, whatever how you pronounce his name.
Wow.
So yeah, I went for that just really to piss off people that are watching, because I know everybody wants to draft Ball, they want Wiseman, this, that, and the other. But Golden State, they're a 3-point shooting team, small ball team. They need ball handlers and stuff like that. So they don't necessarily need any starters. So a kid like Denny, he's a winner. He's a guy that could do everything. He can shoot, he could dribble, he can defend a little bit. So you can have him coming off the bench and possibly take over Draymond Green's spot, or maybe in a small ball lineup slide Draymond to the 5 and let him play the 4. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now with that. So let me write that in.
Also with that, I think He's the kind of guy that Also, I think everybody's trying to go for the next Luka in a way. So I think people are willing to take that chance. Especially for someone who's actually this talented. So I wouldn't be surprised if they went there.
Yeah. What do you think about Danny, Aiden?
I mean, we were talking about him before, and I totally agree with your pick. I think he'd be really good for the Warriors.
Okay. Well, you're on the clock on my brother. So you're going for what's this? Charlotte with the number 3 pick.
Yeah, no. I think my pick is in. I think.
I'm not gonna push the button anymore. I think that's kind of annoying.
Sure. So with the 3rd pick for the Hornets, I'm gonna go with James Wiseman because
okay.
I think that I'm looking at the Hornets depth chart right now on ESPN, and I see that at center you have Cody Zeller, and he did fine, I think, for last season, and I think Wiseman would be, I mean, hopefully the ultimate package for what you're going to look for in the center, and I think that Wiseman would do really well for them at the center position, and I think that he would hopefully lead them into the future to be maybe a future playoff team or very high in their conference.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Apollo?
I think it's the no-brainer for them. They need a big. They've been trying to find a big since they tried to see what Willie Hernangomez. Who was that they got from us? Hernangomez.
Yeah. Willie Herman Gomez. He's like,
Yeah.
1 foot in the grave already.
Right, exactly. So they've been trying to find their big for a long time, and this is their opportunity. And there's a couple bigs there, but the no-brainer, best big of this draft to me is James Wiseman. So.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, so you on the clock, Apollo, man. You got the Chicago Bulls.
Okay, so representing the Chicago Bulls, I'm going to go ahead and select LaMelo Ball.
Aha.
That's something that a lot of Knicks fans don't want to hear. I mean, unfortunately, but we fell to 8th, so there's things that just come with it. But as far as the Bulls, they definitely need playmaking. Um, you know, he was talked about in trades with us, but in terms of Zach LaVine, I think they're not going to move him. They're going to see what they have, especially they have a new front office over there. I wouldn't be surprised if they draft LaMelo because they do truly need some playmaking. Kobe White is good. I don't think he's a playmaker. I think he's more of a scoring guard. So, I don't. To me, LaMelo's there for the Bulls. They're selecting LaMelo.
I no doubt. What do you think about that, Aiden?
No, I agree. I mean, personally, if LaMelo were to come to the Knicks, I'm personally against that decision because of LeVar Ball and all of the probably negative attention it would bring to the team. So I'm happy he's going to Chicago and not the Knicks. So
word up.
Yeah,
yeah, they definitely need a point guard, man, because they have a lot of scorers. They just don't have anybody to distribute the ball. So that would be high octane with my man. The other guy next to him. Yeah, Zach LaVine. Oh man, that would be crazy.
That'd be crazy, yeah.
Yeah, so who's next on the clock? That will be is that me? Oh god.
Yeah.
Cleveland. Why did I get Cleveland, man? Cleveland is a tough one, man, because they got a whole bunch of guards, they got a whole bunch of power forwards, they got to get rid of somebody. So I'm expecting them to probably get rid of Drummond and those guys, man. So they don't really need a point guard. I probably would have took Denny here, if he was there, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and say I think I'm gonna say Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
I think I say Obi Toppin. The reason why I say Obi Toppin because I mean he's a kind of like he's like a prototypical NBA player. He got physical gifts. He's already ahead of the curve as far as his age and stuff like that. He's gonna be able to score. He can jump out the gym, and they really don't know what they're doing over there. So getting a guy like Obi Toppin, he's the best guy on the board. So I think that's what they're gonna do. They're just gonna take the best guy on the board and ruin everybody else's draft board. That's what I think. What do you guys think?
I think that's what they need. They need a scoring big, and they haven't had one since.
Yeah, I agree, and I think if Kevin Love is still there, then maybe the Top and Love duo would be pretty nice to see.
Mm-hmm. Depends on how long they keep Love there, because I'm hearing that they might trade him anyway.
Yeah, they got a lot to do over there. They got Drummond still. They got what's the other? They got Tristan Thompson. They got Love. They got a lot of guys to get rid of over there. So, everybody talks so bad about the Knicks, man. But I mean, there's so many other teams that got their own issues, man. I think Cleveland is like one of them. So I'm glad I'm the Knicks right now, and we're not on Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna push along. You agree? All right, I push along to Atlanta. So that's Mr. Aiden.
Yeah,
for Atlanta.
I was really thinking of who the heck am I gonna pick for the Hawks. I'm looking at their depth chart right now, and I see that DeAndre Hunter is at their small forward position, and
Did he freeze? I think he froze.
Oh, did I freeze?
Yeah, you like, I don't know if you caught a what do you call a stroke or something real quick. No, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, I'll go on to my pick. This could be a shocker because I don't know if really anybody's expecting this, but I'm gonna go with Aaron Nesmith from Vanderbilt.
Great.
I think, I'm looking at his stats and I'm seeing 23 points, probably 23 points per game. And, that proves to me that he's a scorer. And I think that, you have Trae Young, you have John Collins, you have Kevin Huerter, you have Clint Capella. They have a lot of scorers on that team. And I think that Aaron would really help them probably win games. And like I said before with Wiseman, just lead them into the future.
Yeah. What do you think, Apollo?
I think it's a good move, man. He's a 3-and-D guy, a really, really good. He shot 50% from behind the 3-point line, but that was only before he got injured, of course. But who knows how his numbers would have balanced out to be? But regardless, I think that that's a good piece that you fit in there. Someone who can play defense and run within an offense and just get some shots up. I think that's a perfect fit for them. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that too, man. That's the kid Aiden in the clutch, man. Would pull that guy out the hat. But yeah, definitely they kind of need a shooting guard, maybe even a small forward kind of thing. But if everybody comes together in one shot, they're gonna be a good team, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait to the Knicks catch up to these guys. All right, so we got Detroit. Yeah, man, we got Detroit here. So that's Apollo.
Detroit. I'm a little biased here because the Knicks are trailing them, but I'm gonna hope that they go with Killian Hayes.
Okay.
I think that's I think that's what they need. You know what I mean? They've needed a guard for a long time. They tried the project with my man that's in LA now. What's his name? Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever his name, Jackson. But they tried it. That wasn't a good experiment. He was injured all the time. So I think Killian Hayes is the guard that you really want to go with there in Detroit.
Oh, great. So what do you think, Aiden? Because I'm already looking. You see, I see I got the Knicks pick. But go ahead, Aiden. What do you think about Killian Hayes for Detroit?
I think he would do great for Detroit. I mean, really, just kind of what Apollo was just saying. I think that I think Killian Hayes would do pretty good for Detroit. I think that, I think really Apollo's kind of said it all, but yeah, I like Killian Hayes. He's a scorer, and I think he'd do pretty good for Detroit. So,
yeah, Detroit just needs guards, man. That's really it. They need skilled guards. They don't have nothing over there really. They're another team that got to make a bunch of trades.
Yeah, for sure, especially with this guy Blake Griffin on their roster still.
Yeah. All right, man. So I got the Knicks. I didn't do that on purpose. We did that random with random.org. So this is not something that I wanted because I don't want to pick for the Knicks. Because I could look. I've been saying that on my show, and I've been saying it on a couple other people's spots too. That like all these players are basically the same at this point. So
There's so many guys that are like could do even what we need for us. So.
Yeah, man. Even some guys that I'm looking at on this draft board all the way down at 30 could be picked at 8. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I got to pick somebody, man. So if I'm gonna pick somebody here, can I mess everybody's draft board up right now? Because I mean, everyone likes Vassell and they like Okoro. I don't like those guys, and I guess I'll explain it later. But
I like where you're going with this.
yeah, I'm gonna get stupid and I'm gonna say Jaden McDaniels.
Whoa, Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, and
tell me a little about him.
well, the thing with Jaden McDaniels is that he has some things that that you can't really teach, man. The guy's huge. What's his actual height? He's got to be like 6'10". He's 6'10". He's got 6'10", 6'11" wingspan. He's a tall guy. He has a lot of growth. A lot of room to grow. But he has the full package. He has everything. He's basically like what's the dude that's on the Pelicans that's for a contract? What's the kid's name?
Brandon Ingram? No.
Yeah, Brandon. He reminds me of Brandon Ingram, but he might be a little bit bigger than him. To me, I think he's that type of guy. So, if you're gonna pick guys that may be good or just like gonna be like a bench kind of guy or a role player, then I don't want a role player. I'd rather just roll the dice on somebody that has superstar potential. And this kid, Jaden McDaniels, I think that that if his ceiling is so much higher than the rest of these guys, so that's where I'm going with the 8th pick.
I didn't expect you to go with Jaden there, man. That's a name I haven't heard in the top 10. So you really screwed up the draft board.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, honestly. All right, so the reason why it screwed up my draft board is because I would typically go for a guard for the Knicks, of course, because we need a guard. But the thing about that is we're rumored to be in the mix for a couple guards through trade anyway or free agency. So if that's a possibility, I can still see them going for someone like this, high ceiling, star potential. The guy, he's 6'9", 200 pounds. He can handle a ball. He's long. It's not a bad pick, man. But I would just go for a guard. But I like it.
Okay, what do you think about it, Aiden?
I mean, I do too. I mean, there's always been this debate, especially with RJ Barrett, like, would he be better at the 2 or would he be better at the 3? And I think that if you get Jaden McDaniels, I think that the 3 spot is secure for, hopefully a long time, because if McDaniels then is a bust, then it's secure for maybe a short amount of time. But I like your pick here because then I think that, again, like I just said before, one of the biggest questions is the 3 position for us as well. And I like this Jaden McDaniels pickup.
I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
The fact that you even threw that in there makes me think how many other teams are really thinking about that. Because if you really look at it in terms of star potential, he's really up there. He might not have the resume a lot of these other guys ahead of him have, but you messed me up there, man. You got me.
Yeah, I mean, you look at teams like say Portland. Portland would probably take him. Boston, if Boston keeps any of their picks, they might take him because this is a guy that you can keep in the stash for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys are being very nice, man. If I had anybody else on the show, they would be like, "Oh my God, are you crazy? You know what the hell are you talking about?" But I did that. I did that on purpose.
Always look at both sides.
Exactly.
Yeah, man,
positive vibes. I always say.
Yeah, positive vibes only. That's why I picked you guys, man, to get in this with me because you guys got the similar personalities.
Yeah, man. So we would have had a different reaction if Slizzy was with us, man. I guarantee.
Slizzy would have blew his top, man. Yeah, shout out to Slizzy.
Shout out, Slizzy, man.
Yeah, he was supposed to be here with us, man. But you got to handle business, man.
Yeah.
All right. So what we got here? We got the Wizards pick. Who's next? That's Mr. Aiden.
Yeah, so I was just researching John Wall's injury over here, and I was looking at the draft board, and I actually was just looking at the stats, and I'm gonna pick Marcus Howard from Marquette because if you look at the stats, it's 30 points per game, and
the guy can shoot his
out. Exactly. Yeah. He's a scoring point guard, which I mean, hey, maybe the Knicks should consider Marcus Howard for the 8th pick. But I just see that John Wall is injured, and I think that the Wizards would really utilize and really just need a scoring point guard because of Wall's injury. And I think that Marcus Howard is your guy with 30 points per game.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about that, Apollo?
That's another one that threw me for a loop. Typically, a lot of guys are saying that he's a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? And you typically see him in the second round. But if you put him in the right place, I think that'll speak volumes. You know what I mean? Some people just I always say it depends on where you're drafted. A lot of these guys are great players, but if you get a lot of them will be drafted to the wrong team, unfortunately, and it will end their careers. So
Yeah,
we see
basically.
it all the time. We see it all the time. So Marcus Howard is one of those guys that's talented. He might not have the upside as a lot of these other guys, but if he's placed in the right situation and someone as desperate as the the Wizards who need something, and they'll put the ball in his hands, and that's a good one, man. It's a good one.
Yeah. I like it, man. I like the reacher, man, because I mean, everyone keeps talking about the same players. Like, I mean, here's another player I'll throw out there. I don't know if you guys are gonna draft him this high, but Terrell Terry. A lot of people seem to like him. So there's so many different names to be talked about for these players here, man. So these guys, I mean, how much better is say like a Marcus Howard compared to Terrell Terry, or
Right.
Kira Lewis or some of these other guys? What's the difference between these players? And it really just has to do with your homework when you pick them.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we had on number 10 Phoenix. So we got Apollo. What's up, man?
Um, I'm over here torn between two. I don't want to say both because I don't want to mess it up. But they need a guard. I think they need a point guard. I don't know how well the what's my guy my man there, the point guard who's there now.
But they got Rubio. I know they got there.
Rubio.
Yeah.
Um, I'm I was gonna say Cole Anthony. Which wouldn't make sense to a lot of people, but I could see it working. But I'm gonna go with Tyrese Halliburton, because I think
Okay.
that's something that they need to grow with Devin Booker. He's a guard that literally does everything. He doesn't just score. He doesn't just pass. He doesn't just play defense. He does all three. You know what I mean? So I think he's someone that you can put in that situation, and the way they've been playing, especially saw how they played in the bubble, in the beginning of the bubble, and they really, really put the league on notice. I think someone like Tyrese Halliburton would be a good addition to that team.
What do you think, Aiden?
Does the jump shot videos concern you? Is my question for that.
I think the jump shot videos concern everybody. Fortunately, there people are typically not too concerned about form going into the league, especially because of all the shooting coaches. They can work with you. But if it's going in, I don't really see them minding too much. You know what I mean? I think the form is definitely weird. There will have to be an adjustment. But I don't think it'll scare too many people away, especially at number 10.
Yeah, Halliburton, I think is pretty good too, man. They definitely need a guard to build up or whatever. But they got the other kid from, I think he's from Harlem. I keep forgetting his name, and I should have wrote it down. But you know what I'm talking about. They got some kid that they actually had in the G League just hanging out there. He's
Really?
from New York. Yeah, well, I mean, since I mentioned, let me see if I can get his name. Throughout the course of the show, I'll see if I can remember the guy's name. But they got a young dude that super athletic that came out of New York that's on Phoenix. That I kind of want them to play him. But if they're not gonna do that, Halliburton, they got to have somebody coming up the pipeline. So I like that pick for Phoenix.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah. So who's next? That's me. Yeah.
Yeah. Pick up for the Spurs, man.
Yeah, I know the Spurs. Yeah. So the Spurs, they're gonna want somebody that they like foreign players, but they're gonna want somebody that could play too. So I don't know, man. Let me see. I mean, I think like a guy like Devin Vessel will be a safe pick for them. Maybe Sadiq Bey too, maybe. But let me see. I don't know, man. I'm gonna throw out. Yeah. I'm like a loss right here, man. For San Antonio. Let's do RJ Hampton. Yeah, for the Spurs, RJ Hampton. They seem to like guards that they can hold on to and build from the ground up. You want Tony Parker and all these different guys that they had throughout their careers, man. And this dude RJ Hampton is a super athlete. He's like showing his ability to shoot in these workouts and stuff like that. So he just really needs to calm down and learn how to play. So I really don't like their guards too much. They have one guard that seems like he might be somebody, but you never know, man. So I mean, between him and I think that might be a safe pick. I think that I really probably messed up the draft board with that one. What do you guys think?
Who'd you pick? Who'd you pick for that one? Who was your final pick?
That was RJ Hampton.
RJ Hampton.
Yeah.
I can see them going with RJ Hampton. But if personally, did we pick Okoro yet? No one picked Okoro yet, right?
Yeah, nobody picked Cole yet.
No, Okoro.
Okoro? No, nobody picked Okoro. I was thinking of him too.
Yeah, I would have gone with Okoro there. Mainly because I think they kind of like what they have in Derek White and Deontay Murray. I think Deontay Murray got injured last year, which is the only reason why you didn't see too much of him. But
yeah.
I think they kind of missed the Kawhi build, and I think that's kind of what Okoro has. And I think that'll be more of a good fit for them because they still don't have a wing at all. Like even Rudy Gay is still there. I think they might be getting rid of DeMar DeRozan. So I think for me personally, I think Isaac Okoro probably would have been a better fit for them.
What do you think, Aiden?
I mean, I'm looking at RJ Hampton's stats right now, and I like him. I mean, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, that proves that he can do a lot of things on the court, and definitely provide value in many areas. So I really like this pick.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Apollo with the Okoro thing. Okoro probably would have been a better pick, but I'm an anarchist, man. I'm trying to mess up everybody's board. So our guys tuning in here, man. This is State of New York Knicks. You guys can see this on the screen.
Yeah, man. What's going on? What's going on, Slizzy?
What's up?
Yeah, Slizzy's watching. He said stop the count.
I told you.
He said stop the count on that Jaden Smith. Jaden McDaniel pick.
Jaden McDaniels, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him to look it up, man. Tell him to look it up. He probably don't like him a little bit.
Yeah, we've talked about it before, man. Slizzy is crazy, man. He's full of energy.
But Sliz, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's my dude too, man. All right, so we got Sacramento at number 12. What's good, man?
This is gonna be a shock. I'm looking at Marvin Bagley. He's injured, so I'm gonna go with, if I can pronounce this guy's names right, Aleksej Pokusevski.
That was great, man.
Pokusevski.
Yeah.
Yes, Pokusevski is a really good prospect. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going with him because I'm looking at Marvin Bagley, and he's really only getting 7 rebounds. And, I'm looking at this guy, and he has 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals. That means he can do a lot of things on the court and provide a lot of value for Sacramento. So, Sacramento. I almost got a little word there that I said there.
Yeah. I almost lost it too. Wait, what did he say?
Yeah. But no, I just really, I'm looking at all these guys' stats, and I was really gonna go with Jalen Smith at first, and then I looked at this guy, and I'm like, he looks great on paper, so why not?
Yeah.
What do you think, Apollo?
I think it's definitely something that people wouldn't really expect. But like you said, Marvin Bagley is he's injured, and also he's not the he's not as sizable as this guy is. I think this guy is 7 feet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big boy.
7 feet, 200 pounds.
Yeah, and he plays defense. He can handle the ball. I mean, it's to me, you gotta look overseas. A lot of these guys really, really have some great basketball IQ and can add a lot to the basketball game that we have over here. And I think this is one of those guys that would do it for Sacramento.
Yeah, I agree too, man. Sacramento, they seem to like to pick those type of guys as well to fill out the benches and whatever. So I think that would be a great pick. That actually probably would be a good pick for San Antonio too, because they like to comb the European market as well.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So we got the Pelicans, man. That's Apollo on the clock there.
Well, I'm stumped. But I'm caught between two. They have the guard positions pretty much lined up. Of course, they got Zion there. They really need someone to hold them down in the paint, and I'm stuck between two, but I'm gonna go with the best defensive center in the draft, and that would be Onyeka Okongwu.
Ooh, yeah.
That's something that they really, really would need. They don't need much more scoring. They just need someone who can get up and down the court. He can hit the open mid-range. He's all over the place in the paint. You're not going to put that much pressure on Zion to play as much defense in the paint. Just someone to hold down your front court. I think that's a good pick for them.
Yo, Aiden, what you got?
I really that Onyeka and Zion duo would be really interesting to see.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean that would probably I guess get rid of a lot of the pressure that Zion would possibly face on defense, because I'm looking at this guy and I'm looking at 10 rebounds per game. So I mean that would be a party in the paint, as I say.
Yeah, party down there.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good, man. The body's gonna hit the floor with that crew, man. Who's gonna guard those guys?
For sure.
And
he's someone who can run the pick and roll and slash and catch some alley oops. It'll be a really, really good tandem with him and Zion down there.
Definitely, and also him and Lonzo also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Lonzo will love
yeah, you got a good passer right there. You're gonna be passing to those big targets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that Okongwu made it this far, man. He should have probably went up a little bit higher, man. I don't know if we're slipping or it's just me that screwed up the draft.
I think you screwed it up, man. I think you screwed it up.
Yeah, I think I did.
No, I think I wouldn't be surprised if personally if Cleveland went with him. It's either between him and Obi Toppin for me for Cleveland.
Okay. All right, man. So I got the last pick, I guess, in the lottery. So I guess we gotta just spit the guy out already, man. Did we pick him yet? Let me see. No, I got like a bad memory, man. Let's go through these picks, make sure.
Depends who you're gonna pick.
Well, I'm gonna go Okoro.
No, we did. We
picked Okoro?
No, actually we didn't.
No.
I wanted to go with Okoro. We didn't.
Yeah, we mentioned him so many times in this board there, but nobody picked him. But Boston, I would say Okoro because right now he's a defender. So right now, that's exactly what Boston's known for, just scrappy defenders coming off the bench and stuff. So he'll probably sub in for both their big guys, Brown and the other kid, what I'm saying? So I think that would be good, to show up their little thing they got going on over there. What do you think, guys? Go with Apollo?
I think he's someone that really fits in with what they got going on. I mean, I am concerned about. There was already a concern with me with Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and there's a lot of them there at that position, and how well do they fit? But they seem to be doing pretty well. But if Isaac Okoro is okay with coming in and just being a bench guy, I think that fits for them. But if he's more than a bench guy, they will have a problem because it's a lot of small forwards over there.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you think about that, Aiden?
Yeah, no, I really like Okoro. I think his defensive prowess is very good. I mean, I wouldn't mind him on the Knicks either.
Love him on
That
it.
that that'd be a nice pickup for the Knicks. But no, I would like this for Boston because you have Marcus Smart, who's kind of like Patrick Beverley in a way that he's always just going for the ball no matter what happens. And basically he hustles like a lot. And
Yeah.
I think Okoro would do the exact same, and that would also be a really nice defensive duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boston. Boston's like a scrappy team, man. They kind of just like team defense all over the place. So that
That's
would
their
be pretty
style of
good.
guy.
Yeah, that's their style of guy. They love guys like that.
Mhm.
All right, so we just did the lottery, man. What do you guys think about that? How do you think we did?
I liked it. That was fun.
Yeah,
There's
that
a
was
lot of guys still there.
yeah. There's
Tell me
so
about it.
a ton of guys.
Oh my
Well,
God, this draft is gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a lot of guys there at 27 when we pick again too.
yeah, no doubt. Well, Devin Vessel, that's a big guy that everyone seems to like. Patrick Williams is another guy. Kira Lewis, we didn't mention. So there's a
Eric,
lot of
man,
guys on the. Yeah,
Precious, a lot of guys. Yeah,
yeah, Precious. I
Cole
happen to
Anthony.
like Precious. Cole Anthony, yeah,
Cole.
absolutely.
Yeah, wow, this is crazy.
So I mean, just so I'm scanning through like the rest of the picks or whatever. We did 14, so 27. That's a little bit ways to go. So who do you hope to fall, or who do you expect to fall to 27? You can start with Apollo.
Josh Green,
Josh, I
easy,
love Josh Green.
easily. I hope Josh Green is there at 27, please. I think that is the. I love the kid. I think he's really, really good. I just don't think he's good enough to pick at 8. And if he's there at 27, it's a no-brainer. 3 and D slasher, crazy athletic. Um, I, I, I'm going, I'm going easily with Josh Green at 27 if he's still there.
What you got, Aiden?
I like Josh Green. That's also another great pick for the Knicks. This would be for 27, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, hypothetical for 27.
Yeah. No, I'd like that pick. That'd be nice. I like what I'm seeing from him and highlights and all of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, Josh Green in the beginning, like leading up into the season, he was like up in the top 5. Some drafts had him like number 1, 2, 3 pick. You know what I'm saying? With some of these guys that's up here.
Yeah.
So Josh Green, I didn't forget about him, man. The guy's still got a lot of talent, nice and strong. He keeps his head up. He could do everything. He didn't do anything particularly well, but he does a lot of things pretty good, man. So
Good,
he's a
yeah.
really good basketball player.
Mm.
Yeah, I would love him
Someone
for
with a
27.
high ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a good looking dude too, man. We got to get some good looking guys out there, man. You know what I'm saying? For the ladies, nobody wants to see the Knicks play, man. So maybe if they get some good looking guys that come out there and check it out.
Yeah, man. Need some light skinned guys in there,
Yeah, we need we need some emotions. We need some guys with emotions out there.
man. Right? Yeah, man.
All right, so number 38. What that's really far down the line. So that's gonna be like really scraps and stuff like that. So what do you expect out of the 38th pick? And then like if you could give a player, what player would you get? Let's start with Aiden first.
Yeah, I got I think a good like maybe 3 players. So I think for 38, I would really like I think his name is Jordan Nuora from I think Louisville. I just did a post on him on my Instagram, and I really like him because I mean, flat out he could just shoot, and I think that the Knicks need shooters, and I think that offense is a big part of of our struggles, and I think that he would do really well for us on that aspect in the game, and I think that my 2 other players would be Desmond Bain, who I'm starting to really like. And I'm looking here now, and I'm really liking Tyler Bay from Colorado
Yeah.
for the 3 position. I think that would be really good because, he would do very well in the paint. I mean, we could see 11 rebounds per game, and that would be really nice, especially with Mitchell Robinson. That would be great, and I think that would do really well for us at the 3. So I think those are my 3 guys that I would like to see come out of 38, and that's kind of what I yeah, just really what I would like to see from that pick.
Yeah, man, there's still some good names there. What do you think, Apollo?
I got two guys. One is Malachi Flynn. I really like it. I like his game a lot. But given the point guard situation or the lack thereof, I guess, I don't really know exactly what would be the best fit for that there. But him and there's another guy. I just had his name. I'm trying to find it while I'm looking over here now. I can't find it. Um,
There's so many names, man. It's
there's
like
so many
unbelievable.
guys. One of the guys you did name was Tyler Bay, and I really, really, really like Tyler Bay. I think at 38, if he's there, that's a perfect fit because, like you said, the fit with Mitchell Robinson, um, just filling out the roster with some good quality guys, and I think that's what this draft has. We don't have a lot of stars, so that's why they say it's a bad draft. But I think the fact that there's a lot of good quality, you know, NBA role players in this draft, I think you can really fill them out. But the other guy, I realized his name was Paul Reed. You know what I'm saying? That's
Oh
a power
yeah,
forward there too, man. And I think that besides for the fact that we share a last name, you know, I think he'd be a good fit for us at 38.
yeah. I like Paul Reed a lot, man. He's a big dude, man.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of these guys, man. I'm just if I could look at some of these guys, I'm looking at Reggie Perry. Reggie Perry is a monster. You
Mhm.
know, he's a very physical guy. You know, kind of old school. He can shoot the 3-2, and he's nasty, very nasty kind of guy.
Mhm.
You got Cassius Stanley. That's another guy that's sitting there.
Cassius
We don't
Stanley.
know. Yeah, we don't know what kind of player he's going to be. You know, we don't know if it's just good at his college, you know, or if he's an NBA player. So he's kind of like a hit and miss kind of guy. And then I
He
throw another
scares
guy
me.
too. Yeah, he's scary. He's a scary dude, right?
His arms are too short. He reminds me of a
Yeah,
T-Max. I think that's
yeah.
his
He got
problem.
like the
His arms are
alligator
too short.
arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could jump out the gym though, man. So
Yeah.
well, another guy I want to throw out there, Nico Mannion. Nico Mannion, he
Mhm.
was in the top 10 in the beginning, but now all of a sudden he's like he could go like undrafted. That's how crazy this thing
Forgot
is.
about Nico. Yeah. Wow. I don't think he'll go undrafted. I think he'll definitely get picked in the second round.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of guys there. I think what really happened to me with the pandemic and everything, I think it allowed a lot of teams to just do a lot of scouting. So a lot of
Yeah,
names came up that you typically wouldn't have heard, that weren't really big names at all. So, a lot of these guys fell because there were just so many other guys. Like if we would have had a draft normally in June, I clearly see Cole Anthony going in the top 14. But I
yeah.
think now, because of all of the drafting and I mean the mock drafts and the scouting that everyone's done, I don't. There's a possibility he gets picked in the last 10, maybe even five in the first round. So
Yeah. Well, I was looking at another guy's podcast. They were talking. They actually had Matt Babcock on the show, and he's like got his hands deep in Arizona, the
mhm.
Arizona Wildcats, whatever. So he said that Nico Mannion he has a reputation now of just not working. He doesn't work hard. Like he
Mhm.
doesn't work hard in the gym. He's not a gym rat. He doesn't stay in the gym. So he's developing that kind of reputation. So like I
Wow.
said, like you just said, the longer the season goes on, more of their little what do you want to say? Their ghosts and stuff start to come out. So
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, I know a lot of these guys they can't wait till the season starts, man, because they just wanted to get it going already.
That's the worst kind of problem to have is someone who doesn't want to work. I You won't get a job anywhere like that. Like just like
Yeah,
that.
word up.
You can be a great, great player, but if you don't want to be in the gym, you don't want to work. And people, it's the kind of same thing you were hearing with Kevin Knox for a little bit when they say he wanted to play video games all day and doesn't want to really work. They were ready to get rid of him, just like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could explain the Fortnite jacket that he showed up at the
yeah. I
draft
was
Right,
just
in.
about to
exactly.
mention that.
A big kid. He's a big kid, but
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see some. Hopefully with all of the pandemic and the time at home, he's had a lot of time to play video games and get it out of his system. So
Yeah,
we'll see
hopefully
what
he maxed out all his characters and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about
happens.
playing during the
Right,
season.
right.
Yeah, man. So that was dope, man. Thank you guys for coming in on this mock draft, man. It worked out pretty good, I think.
Anytime, man. This was fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So yeah, so shout out yourselves, man. We will start with Apollo. Just shout out anything you want to shout out.
Yeah, man. Apollo Reed, as you know, DiehardKnicks Podcast. We've got some stuff coming. It's been really slow. I've been mainly on Twitter because there hasn't been many games, and it's been kind of hard to get guys together a lot of times. But we're there, and there's a lot of stuff coming that we got working in the behind the shadows. But also music, of course, like you mentioned before. I got some music stuff going on, Apollo Reed. So that's pretty.
You got bars, man. Apollo Reed got bars.
Got bars, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. So we got Mr. Aiden, man. Shout out everything, man. Spit it all out.
Well, this was a blast. I'm Donahue, Knicks Community Podcast. You can find that wherever podcasts are, I guess, distributed out in the world. And I guess with my podcast, yeah, I got some stuff coming in the future. And I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Got some former NBA players coming on soon, so that's gonna be dope. And yeah, this was a blast, and I'd love to come back and we're gonna have all of you guys back on my show for the live draft reaction on draft night. So that's gonna be awesome. So you guys
can't wait for that.
That's gonna be great.
I can't wait for it either, man. Yeah, Aiden is the boy wonder, man. That's not, I don't know if you like that or not. You could tell me off camera if you don't want to be called the boy wonder. But
no, I like
you like it?
I like it. It's cool. It's cool.
All right, we gotta get you some green tights, man. Yeah, both of you guys are good, man. I always, every time I have somebody on the podcast, I always make the point to let the guys know that that you guys are. I mean, you already feel it in yourself, but to hear somebody say it, you guys are stars. I tell everybody that's on here that you're stars, man. You guys are all stars in your own right. We got my man Aiden. He's aspiring actor. And God knows what else he's gonna do. The sky's the limit for this kid. And then Apollo, man, he's a family man and stuff like that, but he's still grinding, trying to do what he does. He has great music. I listen to his stuff. I think it's pretty good. You know what I mean? So just keep grinding, man. You guys are good, man. You guys are the good ones, man.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to stay that way.
All right, y'all. So as I do on the podcast, before we cut out of here, I put 4 fingers to the forehead, tuck in your thumb, salute. And I'll see you guys on the next one, man. So, peace, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right.